everybody, I'm Alanis King, and today I'm watching a NASCAR race in a football stadium. The Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum originally hosted the 1932 Olympics, and today it hosts all kinds of things, including paving over the infield and running a race on it. And today I want to show y'all why it's my favorite event on the NASCAR calendar. The X Games, Olympics, Evel Knievel, and even the Pope have all performed here. Wait, does the Pope perform? I'm not really sure. But in 2022, NASCAR joined this holy list and moved its annual preseason exhibition race, the Clash, from Daytona, Florida to right here in California. So you might ask, what makes this race so special? So many things. Not only is this one of the shortest tracks to ever appear on the NASCAR calendar, it's tiny, but it's also in the middle of a city. It's in Los Angeles. You can use public transportation to get here. This is so accessible. It's on a college campus. It's revolutionary for NASCAR, and I love it. So it is a Saturday morning in Los Angeles, and our flight just landed for the Clash at the Coliseum, the season opening race for NASCAR. And we are gonna try to have the most fun this weekend while spending the least amount of money possible. It's a 2-day excursion, fly in Saturday morning, leave Monday morning, but we're hearing it might be cut short because they might have to run the race today due to a torrential downpour on Sunday. The flight from my tiny Texas town to LAX was $218, and we're walking from the airport to our hotel to save a few bucks. The walk is only about a mile, and the hotel isn't anything great. It's just a run-of-the-mill Sheraton at $138 per night, including fees. We gotta get in, come on. It costs $175 to get on the metro, if the scanner works. That's a big if. And then you get the whole place to yourself. So, to everyone's surprise, the Clash got moved up to today, which is Saturday. And Saturday was the free day for the NASCAR race. So it turns out everything's gonna be free. I do not know if this is the first ever free NASCAR race in history, but if it is, I'm gonna look it up and I will tell you in the voiceover. Future Alanis here. Hi. I'm still not really sure, but when you look up free NASCAR race online, nothing really comes up. It might also be the first time NASCAR has ever moved the race up by a whole day with less than 24 hours notice. Either way, we enjoyed our metro ride and met some interesting people along the way. We're running very late. It's on you.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. It is 100% your fault. We need to just take a car. I'm not writing the voiceover for this video, so I admit it was my fault. My husband convinced me to continue with our journey on public transportation, and of course, we arrived on time to see practice. This has been a very truncated afternoon because we got here and we immediately had to come to the Coliseum because they're racing. So we ran inside and we're going in the stands to watch a practice, and practice is gonna set the field for the actual race, and then we're gonna watch a race, and then we're done. You can tell that they weren't prepared for today because today was the free day because everything's closed. This was really put together last minute, and it's a testament to the fact that NASCAR never moves up an event by this much. There are so many logistics that go into this. You can't just bring all the concessions people in at random. This is a wild move, and I'm pretty excited for it, honestly. As we headed into the Coliseum, it was a quick reminder of why this race is so special. The Clash is unlike any other NASCAR race because it's held in a football stadium, and it doesn't have the typical amenities you'd find at another racetrack. When you look down here, usually in the infield, you'll have a garage area. All the teams go to the garage. There's a pit road where they do pit stops to change the tires and add fuel. There is none of that here. There is a track, and there is asphalt in the middle. There's nothing down there, really. You have a couple of safety trucks and you have a staging area for the cars. So what happens is the cars line up on the street outside, file into the stadium, and the cars that were just on track file out of the stadium through the center area. It's just this file in, file out motion, and really the center place is just for EMS. After practice, we headed to the garage area behind the Coliseum. I found my friend Tony and had a very nuanced and objective debate on what is the most enjoyable racing series. It's literally the best thing in the world. Like, listen, I wrote a book about Formula One, love Formula One, watch Formula One all the time. NASCAR is where it's at. NASCAR all the way. I love NASCAR. So not only are we running a completely untraditional schedule this weekend, but also this garage is completely unlike anything you see anywhere else on the calendar. This is a parking lot, and the garage is just a bunch of haulers, and you park the car outside of them and work on them. There is no standard garage area, which when you go to a typical NASCAR venue, you have a dedicated garage area and the teams have stalls. That's not the case here. Leaving the garage area, we headed to the staging area on the street outside of the track. I spotted my buddy Tyler and had to take a picture before the race. Okay, let me drop this. Hold on. Okay. Oh shit! When'd you do that, dude? When'd you do that?
I don't know. A few times.
Okay, here we go.
We are quite literally on the street. All the cars are staged to go drive in the race, and there are just people playing soccer over there. This is so wild. My brother-in-law is here, and I'm like, aren't you glad you came? Aren't you glad you came to witness all of this? And he's like, yeah, this is nuts. This is ridiculous. Like, it's so weird to see NASCAR cars completely out of their setting and just in this random area where you don't expect them to be. It's a shock, and it's so cool. Okay. So everybody who's about to run the main event is gonna go straight down into this tunnel, and they'll come up on the other side in the Coliseum. They'll just pop out. Ah! The race started and there wasn't a drop of rain to be seen. NASCAR made a great decision to move the race to Saturday, and we were having a blast. The crowd was thin due to the schedule change, so we had plenty of seats to choose from. We settled down in turn 1 and took in the sights, sounds, and smells of my favorite pastime. Denny Hamlin ended up winning the race ahead of Ryan Blaney and Kyle Busch.
And coming in hot in first place with a gold medal, give it up, Denny Hamlin!
After the Cup race, we met up with my friend Flash and watched the Mexico Series race. There was a lot of great passing and long green flag runs. Ultimately, Daniel Suarez made up a few spots and won the race after failing to qualify for the Cup event. Just as the rain started to fall, we loaded up and headed to 405 Motoring for a car show featuring my friend Matt Farah's Acura NSX. We saw some cool cars, including this stunning green R34 M-Spec Nür. Because the race got moved to Saturday, we had all day Sunday to hang out and see some stuff in LA. We went to the Peterson Automotive Museum and saw more cars.
I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid, but I feel like the BOP is going to be a little off here.
You don't think this thing could beat those?
No.
I really liked this 1925 Rolls-Royce Phantom 1, mainly because it was huge, but there were so many cool cars to see. We ended the night at the Comedy Store, but it was kind of hard to take video in there, so I can't really show anything from that. All right, we came, we saw, Denny Hamlin won. We had a blast. This race deal was for 3 years, and this is the 3rd year, so NASCAR may never come back to the Clash at the Coliseum. Maybe they will. We don't know. That's the reason we decided to come the first time and the reason we decided to come back. This is a historic event. It's so much fun. I never have more fun at a racing event than I do at this one, and I'm so glad we got to experience this again. Thank you so much for following along with us, and if you want to see more, leave me a comment, like, subscribe, stick around. Bye.